Hello guys, welcome again. This is BreakIn, following the path of the aspiring comic book artist, and I am your friend Esau efigueroa. Okay, so diving right in. Thanks again. Thanks very much for watching this. If this is helping you, you share it, and maybe you like it, maybe convince someone to subscribe to subscribe to our channel. I just wanna thank you guys. Okay, so again. What's new? Well, it is a new year, so it is a new opportunity for all you champions to break into the comic book industry, because that's what you want, right? That's why we are here. We all want to break into the comic book industry. So looking back in this past year, what went wrong, what went right, what can be done different. I'm assuming that you guys have learned a bunch of stuff in the past year. Hopefully you've learned from your experiences. If you try something new, if you did the same thing, did it work for you? Is it working for you? Just trying to think of new stuff that that will help you in this upcoming year. So I know that a lot of you're probably making New Year's resolutions, and more than New Year's resolutions for your life or your plan. You have to think of it as well. I like to think of it as goals, manageable goals. You don't want to set some certain type of goals that cannot be achieved for the time being. So my advice would be just take it not slow, but take a practical approach to it. Just set up goals that you know that you can achieve in a certain period of time, and put dates on those goals. I don't know if we've mentioned it before. We probably have. But in order for you to achieve the plan, you have to be, check those boxes out. Just set up your goals and start doing them. If I can recall, if I can recall some of my past goals, if you will, when we started this channel back in, it's gonna be almost a year in a couple of months, I think. I remember talking about doing some sketches, not sketches, but warm-up sketches before starting that. So that's one thing that I think I accomplished up to date. I still do 10 minutes of warm-up poses, and I have the proof right here. Let's see, right there. See, I have all this bunch of paper, this stack of paper. This is all poses. Those are from today. Those are my warm-ups from today. So have more poses here, and more poses here, and more poses. So it's just poses over poses, and those are my warm-up sketches from from the start of the day. And what I usually do is I also put the date here, so I know when I started. That's another tip that I can give you guys. Always put dates on whatever you do. It doesn't even matter if it's just a doodle or a sketch. Just always put the date, because it helps you, looking back when you initially started doing those things, and it also shows how much you've progressed in that time. So that's helpful. So always put a date on the stuff. So I think the oldest one, and the first one that I did was back in November. I think it says November the 3rd, and the next one it says. Yeah, November 4th. So yeah, I remember back in November I did them, with pencil. And these were just 1-minute sketches, and slowly I kept doing them, and then I switched. Sometimes I switched to red pen, and then I started doing them on black pen, and that actually helped me. And I got that tip from one of my favorite artists. His name is an invincible artist, Ryan Oddly. I ran into him in New York Comic Con, and I asked him to review my portfolio. So one of the tips that he gave me was sketch when you are doodling, or when you're sketching, try doing it with a pen, because that forces you to think more on which lines you are using. If not that you don't have to use pencil, no, that's not what he's saying. But when you practice something other than what you were working on, try working it on pen, because again, that forces your mind to think of the lines that you're putting down instead of just doodling around and drawing a bunch of lines that later on you're gonna erase. So that's one thing that I got from that, and that's what I started doing, and I think it has helped me. It has made me a little bit faster, just a little bit, and my figures look a little better for the most part. So I think it is a good thing, So that was one of the things that I set up to accomplish, and I think so far I've done it. Sorry about that. Another thing that I said that I was gonna do, it was going to conventions, and I did. I went to a couple of conventions last year, and it worked out wonderful as far as networking and learning a bunch of new stuff, learning from your peers, from other artists, and the way they do things. It was an amazing experience. So I definitely recommend that if you can, just go out there, put yourself out there with the booth, table in conventions. Go out there, meet people. That's another beauty of this industry. It's a people industry. It's not what you know, it's who you know, definitely. So that was another thing that that was another of my goals, and one of my and the other thing that I can remember that I accomplished is I started writing. I think I told you guys in a couple of videos, in the past videos, sorry, talk like that I was gonna start doing a personal project, and I have. I mean, I've started writing. Writing it's new for me. It's exciting and it's challenging, but I started, and I intend to keep doing it. There's always gonna be some excuse for you not to do whatever you set out to do. So just have to manage your time, make time for that. So okay, so those were the things that I did last year. So what's gonna happen this new year? I have a couple of goals and a couple of objectives. The first one that I can tell you guys is that I plan to keep on writing and finish that personal project that I have. And once I do, you guys will be the first ones to know. But that's one of my goals for maybe not. I'm gonna try to finish that before the first half of the year. I mean, the first trimester, sorry. Because again, you have to set up dates. Otherwise, it's gonna take you the whole year, and you don't want that. So that's one of my main goals. And the other one, it's well, of course, it's breaking into comics. But I think last year I kind of did. Remember Tyrants, the comic book that I worked on last year. Well, that was kind of my first dabble in the comic book indie scene. So hopefully that'll come back this year again with a couple of projects that we have. So when I start doing them again, I will tell you guys. So so wrapping this up, this video will hopefully will help you to to understand or realize that in order for you to set up what you do, you have to set up goals and accomplish those goals, make them manageable, and do whatever you say you're gonna do. Just do the stuff, do the work, and get stuff done. That's the most important thing. There's always gonna happen something. There's always something that's gonna happen and will keep you from doing anything. So just try to manage, all the problems that come at you one at a time, but keep pushing until you get your what you said what you're gonna do. Just do it. Anyway, so that's all I have now. This is my fourth attempt, so I'm kind of burnt out as far as this video goes. But don't worry, I will come with more. So this is gonna be your year, guys. This is gonna be your 2016 will be the best year of your life. So just go out there and do it. Remember that you want to break into comics. You gotta work hard, never give up, and never surrender. So until next time.